Hey guys, welcome back. All right, in today's video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create sticky notes using Procreate. Now, the one that I'm going to be making is the standard square shaped one that has the adhesive on the top. You can make the, the little like flag type ones. You could make the little rectangle ones, however you want to do it. But the square ones are the easiest, so let's start here. So I have a square canvas in Procreate with a blank layer here. You can take whatever color you want to, drag it, and let it go. So now we have a color on this top layer. The background layer is still white. I'm going to leave it like that so we can see what we're working with, but we will turn that off when we export. So I'm going to go ahead and take my liner pen, which is just a standard inking pen, and then I'm going to take my color and darken it just a little, create a new layer, and then I'm going to draw a line across over here. And if you take finger on your other hand and tap, it'll make that a perfectly straight across line. And then I'm going to drop that color up here. It's a little dark, but then you can go here to your adjustment panel, opacity, slide to the left, and it'll give it just that little, you know how when you peel off one Post-it note, it's got like that darkened area there? That's the look we're going for. So you can merge those two layers by pinching them together. And now we have a basic Post-it note, but we need a little more. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my Move panel here, which is this arrow. Make sure that magnetics and uniform are on, and then I'm going to pinch smaller. So it comes out like that. And now you'll see what I mean by using the background to kind of see what you're doing. I'm going to go back to my layers, and I'm going to slide on that layer to the left and select duplicate. So now we have two of those layers. Select the bottom layer. Now you can do this by either selecting black. I'm going to turn off this top one so you can see, and dragging it over to paint that layer black. Or the way that I tend to do it is hit your adjustment panel, brightness, and just drag this down to 0. That makes sure that everything on the layer is pure black instead of having like a little bit of a lighter area where you had other color. So now we have a colored top layer and the jet black bottom layer. So on the bottom layer, I'm going to select the adjustments, Gaussian blur, and then I'm going to slide slowly to the right. See how it's given that like 3D effect? You don't want to go too heavy-handed with it because it can look bad really quick. Just a little bit like that. And now I'm going to take my selection tool, which is this little S-shaped thing, go to rectangle, and then I'm going to just cut out on the black layer about that much of the shadow, because when you have the Post-it note like stuck to the page, there's no space between the top where the adhesive is and the paper that you're putting it on. So now my outline is only on the sides and not on the top. So, okay, we're looking good so far. Now you can stop here. If you don't want the effect of like a lifted corner, you can stop here and be totally good. In fact, this is usually where I stop because like in real life, if I have a sticky note that's like hanging upward, it kind of drives me crazy. So usually when I'm making these for myself, I will stop here, but I'm going to keep going just to show you how you can make that curled up look. So I'm going to select our top layer, Move tool, and I want Warp. Now grab this bottom corner and just pull it up like that. Now, when I do that, I will also go to the bottom layer, adjustment, opacity, and bring that down. Because as you have something that is lifted at the edge, it's not going to be as harsh of a shadow underneath it. So I'll bring it probably down to about there. And then another thing you can do is duplicate this bottom layer. See how it's dark again? But now I can take my soft airbrush eraser tool and just come in and erase just right here so that it still has the darkness around the other edges, but right under where the paper was is not quite so dark. So that's it, guys. Look at how easy that was. And you can make these in like a million different colors. And like I said, you can make them in different shapes. And in keeping with our old school cutting out method, I can go to, like, say, this top layer, go to my selection tool, freehand, like cut out a shape. This is not any kind of pretty shape. Take that out. Oh, that is just lovely. And then lower the opacity again of these layers to create like little cutout shapes. Not a necessity at all. Just another fun thing that you can do to kind of jazz these up. Like you could do like an alphabet. Here, check this out. I'm like going off on a tangent. So I'm going to have my color to be, it doesn't matter. So we'll just keep it black. Go to your add text tool. Add text. And I'll just do a G for Jenna. I'm actually going to use a thicker font. How about that one? There we go. That works. And then I can drag it, say, down here. And then you want to touch, select, go to your colored layer, and drag. And then I can turn off this text layer. And now I have a cutout. Let me turn these off too. A cutout of that letter. So typically those tend to work best if you have a, if you don't do the curl and you just have the one layer beneath it. But I mean, you can totally make it work here too. Just like that. So yeah, there's like a million different things that you can do with these. And with these, if we didn't have the curl, pretend the curl's not there, and we just had that, right now, everything underneath that Post-it, like you would see through where the G was. So if I come down and create another layer, we'll just do some fancy, here we go, clouds. See, when I go to here, you can see the shape through. Pretty neat, right? So yeah, super easy to do, super fun. So I hope you guys will give this one a try. If you do and you use them in your planner, please tag me at Lenny Digitals because I would love to see them. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.